Hey there folks, Scottsdale Travel Chick Sidekick here to tell you about our trip to La Fortuna and Arenal Volcano area in Costa Rica. This is our fourth of 4 videos we've made on Costa Rica and our second of 2 videos on La Fortuna and Arenal area. Be sure to check out our other Costa Rica videos for the full story of our trip. Also, if you're enjoying our videos, we'd really appreciate you subscribing at the beginning or end of this video. Today, we'll be covering the exploration of 2 parks near the volcano where you can do some excellent hikes, and we'll also cover our aerial tram ride and ziplining experience at Sky Adventures nearby. First, a bit about the volcano. Costa Rica has 7 historically active volcanoes, and Arenal is the most famous. Arenal unexpectedly first erupted in 1968. It destroyed a small town and 2 villages on one side of the volcano, but another town on the opposite side survived. That town is now called La Fortuna, or the Lucky One. It is now the main tourist town in the area and about a 2.5-hour drive from San Jose or the main international airport. Okay, first up is our hike at Arenal 1968 Park. There are 2 parks very near the volcano which you can choose from. One is called Arenal 1968 and the other is called Arenal Volcano National Park. The second one sounds the most imposing, but we did some research and picked Arenal 1968 as it had better views of the volcano, and you get to hike through the original 1968 lava field. Within this park there are 2 hikes. We did the longer one in yellow, but would probably recommend the shorter one in red, as it's the most direct hike to the lava field and the closest view of the volcano. At the beginning of the hike, you can pick from some walking sticks, and then off you go. Your first stop will actually be a raised viewpoint or overlook with great views of the volcano itself. And from there, you start your jungle and lava flow hike on either the red or the yellow trails.
This is an observatory deck that you can walk up and take a look at this beautiful volcano. It's up here. It's called Arenal. I think that's how you say it. It's Arenal volcano. Erupted in 1968. We're going to go check out some of the lava flow. Doesn't look like any disruptions lately. All green and beautiful. So this should take us 2 to 3 hours to do this trail. It's about 5 kilometers. So headed to the trail. We got our walking sticks. And it's nice because everything is in yellow and red. The red is the easier trail and the yellow is the longer trail. And there's nobody out here, which is kind of nice. Again, this is the slow season, so no buses here. We just met one other couple that dropped off their walking sticks. We exchanged walking sticks, and they told us that this was a pretty good trail, a little rocky, so I don't think this is what they mean for rockiness. Anyway, we're gonna go check this out. This is where the trail breaks off. You can see the red one goes that direction, where the yellow trail is a little bit longer, goes this direction, and we are headed this direction. Oh, he's beautiful belly. This is gorgeous through here. I think this is what the other couple meant, like climbing, and some rocks up here. Oh, very lush and tropical. Here's some leaf cutters. I love these guys. Little ants that carry these leaves. 3 times their size. Just a small little lizard.
Go, buddy.
So right in front of us, Greg thinks it's a monkey. I'm gonna try and get closer, but it's a squirrel. Oh, darn it. We're looking for monkeys. And some of the monkeys are really quite small. So good try, babe. So this looks like, oh, a nice refreshing lake to cool off after a little part of our hike. But then we are told that there's baby crocodiles in here. They're small, but lethal. Good hike. Does cost $15 a person. But it seems like everything around in Costa Rica costs $15 to $20 a person. And we're walking through the trail. You can hear all the animals of the rainforest. And up some more stairs. Oh!
At some point, you'll eventually hit this sign, and this is actually the beginning of the 1968 lava field, and it becomes quite rocky.
This is all lava rock from the volcano. And I think the summit is right up here. I think just around here. It's the top where you can have an amazing view of the volcano.
We didn't get lucky on this day as there were some clouds and we couldn't get a good picture of the summit, but you can see it's quite beautiful, and maybe on the day you visit, it'll be nice and sunny. From here, you head back down through a bit of lava field, a bit of jungle, and a bit of farmland, and you make it back to where you started. After our hike, we headed to Hotel Linda Vista nearby for lunch. It was recommended to us for its view of the lake and the ability to use their pool and hot tub if you'd like. There was nobody there when we visited. Our second hike, which we actually did the next day, was our favorite of our entire Costa Rica trip. This hike starts at the Arenal Observatory and Lodge, which is located within the Volcano National Park and is a destination in itself. They have rustic rooms set in a remote area overlooking the volcano, and they have a number of nature programs and curated hikes you can take on over 7 miles of trails through various terrain, including many waterfalls. And they have the Nest. More on that later. For a small day fee, you can visit and use all their facilities, which is what we did.
So we are headed up to the Arenal Observatory. They have a hotel up here that we're going to check out. We've heard that they have a great, it's actually a short hiking trail, but something that we're going to go check out, and awesome views up here of the volcano. And we're going to go see what that's about. Here's the lodge. So this view is really great. Check this out. This is the lake. And we're at the Arenal Observatory Hotel. And just right here, this is the volcano. And the grounds are stunning here. Have all these butterflies flying around. So we are on a walking trail to the waterfalls is our first stop off here. And again, we're up here at the Volcano Observatory Hotel area. They have some great walking paths here, and kind of taking advantage of that. Costs $10. How much, babe? 12, sorry. $12 per person. And anyway, so that's what we're doing, and going to show you, going to turn the camera around. These are some of the rooms that they offer here. Those look pretty good.
Pretty quickly, the trails lead away from the lodge into the jungle nearby, but there are lots of maps to keep you on track, and within no time, you'll be hitting a number of waterfalls and hanging bridges and some beautiful jungle scenery to check out.
So we are on the trail to see the waterfalls. Ah, you can hear it. Listen to the rain coming down. So we're not really getting hit that hard because the trees are kind of protecting us. So now we're had a little downpour, which is why I have my rain jacket on. Okay, so we have made it to the waterfall. We had some pretty steep steps right through here. They have a railing for you to grab onto because in case it gets wet, which is today. Anyway, amazing waterfall.
Okay, after that, you head back out of the valley and towards the first hanging bridge and 2 or 3 more waterfalls. The maps at all the intersections make sure to keep you on track. The first hanging bridge is called Dante Bridge, and it's the biggest. You have to cross this bridge to continue on to the 2 or 3 more waterfalls that we aim to hit that day. The next waterfall was smaller but still beautiful, and I think it's called Bado. It's about 1 mile from the hanging bridge. Where are we at?
We're at a beautiful waterfall.
This is one of the side ones.
Yes.
At the Arenal Lodge hiking.
This is number 2 today.
Yeah. And now we're off to the next waterfall. This waterfall number 3, Tatarata, up into the jungle. Scottsdale Travel Chicks taking the plunge. Oh, I see it. It's a big, long, drippy one. Oh, Scottsdale Travel Chick got close. She's over there. It's a little slippery over here. It's definitely a rainforest though, huh? Scottsdale Travel Chick outsmarted me, figured out it was up here. This is the waterfall, not the puny little one. It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
There's a kotai up there at the top. Walking along that log. Here, this post. To this wonderful waterfall. Like I said earlier, I saw as we were walking up the kotai go across that log. And for those of you who might wonder what a kotai is, after these couple of waterfalls, then we have a mile or 2 hike through some very lush open pastures to get to the final waterfall.
The view here is stunning. Actually, I wouldn't expect Costa Rica to have grasslands like this open to cows. And these blue little things that are painted on the side of the fence line here designate that the trail is headed this way.
Okay, we're going to our last waterfall. It's getting a bit dark in here. It's about 3 o'clock. This is only about 500 meters off the main trail. It says it's a seasonal waterfall, but Scottsdale Travel Trick couldn't wait to go, so that's what we're doing. We're at the end, but we didn't see the waterfall.
I think it's right behind you.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's the waterfall. Oh my gosh. They say it's seasonal, so only when it rains, but that's a big one. A little bit of water, but huge. Okay, so that was our last waterfall, but perhaps the most unique as it was really tall. So that was awesome. 4 waterfalls in about 4 miles. From there, we headed back towards the lodge into the nest. What's the nest, you might ask? Well, it's a very tall, spindly observation tower, which you can climb to the very top for 360-degree views.
Here is the bird's nest that I was on that was so high. And again, only one person can be on the platform at a time because it's tightened by wires, but man, when the wind blows, you can feel it. It's called the bird's nest, and it's just a platform up here. And you have to walk up these stairs, so if you are afraid of heights or anything like that, this is not the best climb for you, I assure you. And here is the view from up here. And I have to say, this balcony up here is shaking. So it makes me a little nervous. Anyway, views of the top of the trees all the way around.
After that, we crossed the final hanging bridge and back to our original destination, the main lodge.
It's almost 5 o'clock, and the sun is definitely setting behind the clouds. We got this cool bridge, and we had a really great visit here. Well worth the hiking through here and the money spent for sure. Would highly recommend this.
Last up was our ziplining at Sky Adventures. We've done a lot of zip lines over the years, but these were probably the longest and fastest we've ever done. This was another great adventure and a nice way to finish up our trip.
So we are on our way to do a zipline tour, and it's pouring rain, but it seems to just kind of come and go. And then here's the volcano. It's over here. Sorry. Anyway, so, but it's always seems to rain a little bit real hard and then pass on. So we'll see when we get there if they actually will be doing the zip line tour. But it's blue skies over there. All right.
I've been thinking I could have got the other adapter, babe, but
No. We are ready, Ronnie.
to begin the ziplining, you actually take an open-air sky tram all the way to the top of the mountain, which was pretty cool in itself, and some great views over the valley to start things off. After that, the ziplining began.
Good?
I'm good, yes.
Awesome.
You must have been really mean.
Yeah. Having a good time?
I am having a great time.
There we go. Safe and sound. You just gotta wear a few seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you. Trust me, you don't want to crash against another person in the middle of the line.
Yeah.
Not that safe. Arms straight. Have fun with them.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, I'm next. So
let's go.
okay, see you on the other side.
Oh my God, she said, oh my God.
This is the big one called Big Daddy.
Right, almost half a mile long. 750 meters long. takes like almost a minute.
Enough time. Super fast.
Super fast.
Breaking the speed limit in a small town, right? Okay.
Okay.
You can reach a speed of 40 miles per hour. Could be 45.
45. Okay. Fun.
Are you not scared, babe?
I'm not scared anymore now.
Okay.
You're already 5.
It's a long way down there.
Down, Laura. Cross your ankles. Arms straight. Ready legs in the end, okay? Have fun. Llega.
Here comes Greg. Spread your legs. Woo!
Really hot.
Ay, caramba! Yeah, I'm supposed to say it. Ándale, ándale! Amigo!
Okay.
Can't leave that here. Well, that pretty much finishes things up. We hope you enjoyed our 4 videos on our Costa Rica trip, and if you did, please follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Until next time, see you later.